Hello everyone, myself Karthike. In today's session we will discuss class 9th social science civics part. So this is our chapter number 2, constitutional design. So this is part 2 and first part link in description, so go and watch. So let's start. So here we will start from question number 5, short and short type question. So question number first, what is the need and importance of a constitution? So answer, first point, a constitution provides framework within which a government has to work. Next point, it controls the misuse of power by the government. Next point, it minimizes the chance of disputes among the various organs of the government as it clearly defines their power and functions. Next point, it safeguards the fundamental right of the citizen. The next question, question number 2. The Indian constitution is partially rigid and partially flexible. Explain. So answer, the constitution of India is neither wholly rigid nor wholly flexible. It is partially rigid and partially flexible. This is because of the three types of amendment procedures that have been adopted in our constitution. So first point, certain provision of the constitution can be amended by a simple majority in the parliament. Next point, certain provision can be amended by 2/3 majority in the parliament ratified by at least 50% of the state. Next point, the remaining provision can be amended by 2/3 majority in the parliament. So next question, question number 3. When and who first drafted the constitution of India? So answer, first point, as far back as in 1928, Motilal Nehru and 8 other Congress leaders drafted the constitution for India. In 1931, the resolution at the Karachi session of the Indian National Congress dwelt on how independent India's constitution should look like. Next point, point B. Both these documents were committed to the inclusion of universal adult franchise, right to freedom and equality, and to the protecting the right of minorities in the Constitution of Independent India. Next point, thus some basic values were accepted by the all leaders much before the Constituent Assembly meet to deliberate on the Constitution. So next question, question number 4. Mention any 3 features of Indian Constitution. So answer, first point, it establishes a sovereign social democratic republic in India. Next point, it establishes a secular state in India. Next point, it provides fundamental rights and duties to the citizen of India. Next point, it establishes a parliamentary form of government in India. Next question, question number 5. How far is it correct to say that India is a union of states? Answer, the Constitution of India has established the federal form of government in India. Therefore, it is called a union of states. In India, a federation has been established consisting of 29 states and 7 union territories. 2 main federal features of Indian Constitution are: first one, division of power. Like any other federal country, in India power has been divided in 3 lists: union list, state list and concurrent list. Point B, written constitution. The Indian Constitution is a written constitution consisting 395 articles and 9 schedules. In the constitution, details concerning the union government and the state government has been given. So next question, question number 6. Do you know the Constituent Assembly was formed based on the some democratic principles? Why? Answer, the Constitution of India was discussed and adopted by a sovereign assembly of people's representatives and nominees from the native states. It is called the Constituent Assembly. It works on the principle of sovereignty of the people. This principle holds that people alone, either directly or through representatives, can formulate the basic law for their government. Election to the Constituent Assembly were held in July 1946. Its first meeting was held in December 1946. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the elected its president. So next, let's see that NCERT solution. So question number first, here are some false statements. Identify the mistakes in each case and rewrite them correctly based on what you have read in this chapter. So A1, leaders of the freedom movement had an open mind about whether the country should be democratic or not after independence. So answer, leaders of the freedom movement were clear that the country should be democratic after independence. Next B, members of the Constituent Assembly held the same views on all provisions of the Indian Constitution. So answer, members of the Constituent Assembly held different options on the provision of the Constitution. So next C1, a country that has a constitution must be a democracy. Answer, a democratic country must have a constitution. Next D1, the constitution cannot be amended because it is the supreme law of the country. Answer, the constitution needs to be amended because it has to be in accordance with the people's aspiration and change in society. So next question number 2, which is this was the most silent underlying conflict in the making of a democratic constitution in South Africa? The conflict was between, first one, South Africa and its neighbors, B, men and women, C, the white majority and black majority, D, the colored minority and black majority. So answer, a major underlying conflict in the making of a democratic constitution in South Africa was between the colored minority and the black majority. This conflict manifested itself in the form of the apartheid policy. So next question number 3, which of these is a provision that democratic constitution does not have? So first one, powers of the head of the states, B, name of the head of the state, C, powers of the legislature, and D, name of the country. So answer, because in democracy the head is chosen by the people of the country and he or she works for the welfare of the people. If he or she does not so, he or she can be changed by the people. So next question number 4, read Nehru's speech, traced with scrutiny and answer the following question. So first one, why did Nehru use the expression not wholly or in full measure in the first sentence? So answer, Nehru used this expression because all the plays cannot be fulfilled completely or at once but gradually. Next B1, what place did he want the makes of the Indian Constitution to take? So answer, the place of dedication to the service of India and her people and to the still largest cause of humanity. Next question number C, the ambition of the greatest man of our generation has been to wipe every tear from every eyes. Who was he referring to? Answer, he is referring to Mahatma Gandhi. So next question number 5, here are some of the guiding values of the Indian Constitution and their meaning, match them correctly. So in your left side column A, first one sovereignty, next republic, next fraternity, next secular. In other side column B, first one, government will not favor any religion. Second, people have the supreme right to make decision. Third, head of the state is an elected person. And fourth, people should live like brother and sister. So answer, sovereignty match with people have the supreme right to make decision, and republic match with head of the state is an elected person. So next, fraternity match with people should live like brother and sisters. Next, secular means government will not favor any religion. So next question number 6. Here are different opinions about what made in India democracy. How much importance would you give to each of these factors? So first one, democracy in India is a gift of the British rulers. We received training to work with representative legislative institution under the British rule. So answer, it is not true that the democracy is a gift of the British to the Indian people. Our freedom fighters and leaders realized the importance of democracy and started a struggle to gain freedom and establish democracy. So next, B1, the freedom struggle challenged colonial exploitation and denial of different freedom to Indians. Free India could not be anything but democratic. So answer, it is correct that the freedom struggle challenged colonial exploitation and denial of the different freedom to the Indians, encourage the Indians to come together and fight for democracy. So next question number C. We were lucky to have leaders who had democratic convictions. The denial of democracy in several other newly independent countries show the important role of these leaders. So answer, it is true that we had leaders who had democratic values and foresightedness. So next question number 7. Read the following extract from a conduct book for married women published in 1912. God has made the female species delicate and fragile both physically and emotionally, pitiably incapable of self-defense. They are destined thus by God to remain in male protection of father, husband and son all their lives. Women should therefore not disappear, both feel obliged that they can dedicate themselves to service of man. Do you think the value expressed in this para reflected the values underlining our constitution, or does this go against the constitution values? So answer, the value expressed in this paragraph are against our constitution value. The Indian constitution gives equal rights to both men and women. It does not differentiate between two. So next question number 8. Read the following statements about a constitution. Give reason why these are true or not true. So first one, the authority of the rulers of the constitution is the same as that of any other law. So answer, no, this statement is not true because the authority of the rulers of the constitution is much more than that of any other law. So we are moving to our next question number B. The constitution lays down how different organ of the government will be formed. So answer, yes, this statement is true because our constitution has the option to creating 3 different organ of the government, that is legislative, executive and judiciary, to govern the state. So next question number C. The rights of citizens and limits on the power of the government are laid down in the constitution. So answer, this statement is also true because the constitution lays down the rights of the citizen and the limits of the power of the government. So next question number D. A constitution is about institution, not about values. So answer, no, this statement is not true because constitution is also about values. It places great importance on the values. So this chapter take 2 part and first part link in description. So PDF of this session provided on Telegram channel and Telegram channel link in description. So you can join to get PDF link. So thank you.